Hey, how y'all doing? Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to let you get to know me because I feel like in all my videos I talk about how I'm a designer and I talk about how I'm visually impaired, but I really want to show you that these things aren't the only things that define me, especially my disability. So let's jump straight into it. My name is Angela and I'm a visually impaired designer. Question number 1. What is your favorite way to spend your day off? All right, so for me, a good day off consists of sleeping in or just waking up when my body wakes up, not with an alarm. I like to take the morning easy by doing some cleaning or taking care of some small tasks. Then spending the rest of the day with family or friends, doing something fun and something that I don't usually have time to do on the days that I'm working. Question number 2, what type of music are you into? So I will admit that I don't actually have the widest range of music that I like. I kind of find music that I enjoy and then I listen to it over and over again. Some people might go crazy, but I love it. I typically like a cappella music probably the most. Pentatonics is my favorite for sure. I listen to their music a lot. I do like some pop country artists like Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift. I like some Meghan Trainor songs, Sarah Bareilles, probably all the typical pop music you would hear on the radio, but more so like 10 years ago. Question number 3 is, what was the best vacation you have ever taken? For sure, going to New York with my sister. When I was in grad school, we got to go and see all the big exciting stuff like Times Square, the Statue of Liberty. We did some art museums and it was a very fun and much needed break from school. Question number 4, where is the next place on your travel bucket list? The next place I really want to go is either Hawaii because I want to go there and relax on the beaches and just experience that. Or I really want to go to Italy, France, all the European countries where there's lots of major art and the culture. I just want to experience that. So as I have taken lots of different art history classes and learned about different places and the art that was created there, I've always just wanted to go to these places to see the art that I've learned about. Question number 5 is, would you say that you're more of an extrovert or an introvert? Now let's make sure that we understand. I am an extrovert, meaning I get my energy from being around other people. But with that being said, I am kind of shy when it comes to meeting new people. I prefer to not have to introduce myself to people, and I tend to only talk to people that I know. Question number 6, what was the last TV show you binge watched? That would definitely be Survivor. I've been trying to get through a lot of the seasons of Survivor. I had a friend introduce it to me recently because I like The Amazing Race, and they thought I might also enjoy Survivor, and I've been loving it. So I will watch one season every couple of weeks, and I've been loving it. I've also binge watched Grey's Anatomy recently, and Gilmore Girls is always on my list of binge-worthy shows. Question number 7, what podcast are you listening to most recently? Speaking of Gilmore Girls, I have been listening to the I Am All In podcast by Scott Patterson, who plays Luke on the show Gilmore Girls. And each week he goes over a new episode of Gilmore Girls. We just started, so we're on season 1 right now of 7, and Scott has not actually seen the show, which is crazy because he's in pretty much every episode, and so it's kind of fun to see his perspective and to hear what some of the characters on the show have to say when they're being interviewed. Question number 8, what's your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is the 4th of July. I just like the fireworks, I like the barbecues, the warm weather, the swimming, being able to go hiking, spending time by water, all that fun summer stuff. Question number 9, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? 100% popcorn. I love popcorn and I eat it pretty much every day of my life. Okay. Next question. Question number 10. What is your favorite quote from a TV show or a movie? Oh man. Okay, so for this one, people who know me will not be surprised at all. My favorite movie is Matilda. I could quote the whole movie. I think I've referenced that actually in a previous movie where I quoted it. I am trying to keep this short, but I might just have to do a quick quote for you. Okay, are you ready for this? This is ridiculous. I seriously, legit could quote this whole movie. Okay. Let's play a game, shall we? Who was wearing a pretty red hair ribbon yesterday and isn't wearing one today? Can you answer me that? So yeah, there you go. That's probably one of my favorite quotes. Either that or you wanted cake, you got cake. Now eat it! If you can't tell, I really like the movie Matilda. All right, let's move on, please. Okay. The next question, number 11, is ideally, how would you spend your birthday? I would like to spend my birthday with family and friends, doing something fun, going out and about. Of course, my most ideal birthday would be going to Disneyland with family and friends, but that's not always possible, so just doing a fun activity is sufficient. Question number 12, what's your favorite board game? I like simpler games. I'm not into the big complex ones, so some of my favorites are Skip-Bo, Phase 10, Coup, Secret Hitler, and Skull King. Question number 13. What would be the first thing you'd do if you won a lottery? Super easy, pay off my student loans. Number 1 goal. After that, probably put it towards a house. Question number 14. What do you remember most about your first job? I worked at a fast food restaurant called Arctic Circle. I remember enjoying spending time with coworkers and having a great boss. I remember the time going really fast anytime I was at work because it was so fast-paced and I really enjoyed that. Also, you can't forget all the interesting characters of customers you would receive, and as I was a manager later on, the interesting things you would encounter. All right, next question. Do you and your family have any nicknames for each other? So yes, my family has a lot of nicknames, and most of the nicknames are given by my oldest brother to the majority of my family. He really likes to give people nicknames. The next question is, does your family have family reunions? Yes, my family has a reunion every year. At least we try to have one every year where we get together and stay in one big place and just have lots of fun for a couple of days. All right, next question. Did you ever meet your great-grandparents? I did not ever meet any of my great-grandparents. I only met one set of my grandparents. The other one passed away before I was born. The pair of grandparents that I met died when I was 8 and when I was 11, so most of my life I haven't had grandparents. Next question. If you found out today that it was the last day on Earth, what would you do? I would just throw one large massive party where I'd invite all my family, all my friends, have them come over, use my money to buy treats and activities for us to enjoy for the day. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Definitely, I would love the ability to fly. I just think that would be fantastic. All right, so next question. Do you hit the snooze button or wake up immediately? 100% hit the snooze button. I have a really hard time waking up. It takes me a long time. I'm just not a morning person. Would you rather be covered in fur or in scales? I thought this was an interesting question, but I definitely think I would prefer fur. It sounds warmer and it just doesn't sound as gross. I think scales gross me out. Like, I don't like touching fish. I don't like to swim, so definitely fur. Okay, the next question is, do you have any allergies? I have some food allergies. As I mentioned, I eat gluten-free and I also don't have dairy. The next question is, what is your go-to midnight snack? Popcorn! Popcorn, anyone? As I mentioned previously, popcorn. All right, next question. What was your all-time favorite Halloween costume? I actually really enjoyed my costume from last year. I've been wanting to do it for several years and I finally executed it. I was Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy. And so I had a doctor's outfit. I made a little vinyl thing that I ironed on to a lab coat that I created with my Cricut, and it just turned out beautifully. Next question is, what's the first thing you wanted to be when you grew up? I always wanted to be a teacher when I was younger, and I thought that would be the best job. All right, so next we have, what is your least favorite place in the world? 100% hate the dentist. And the last question I have is, do you have any reoccurring dreams? Yes, I have a reoccurring dream quite often. The reoccurring dream I have is that I'm being kidnapped by the kidnapper of Elizabeth Smart. And in this dream, she's always there with him because he's forcing her to go everywhere. And I ask him before we leave my house if I can use the bathroom because I'm on my period, is what I tell my dream. I know, TMI. But then I write a message in the bathroom to my family and tell them that Elizabeth Smart's still alive, and I describe what he looks like. Don't think in real life I would ever have enough time to explain all that, but this is my dream. And then they find us a couple of weeks later. So yeah, that's a little bit more about me. Kind of some interesting things that I normally wouldn't bring up on my YouTube channel. And I hope that you enjoyed getting to know me. If you have any other questions or responses to what I've said, feel free to leave comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. Turn on the notification bell. It's been nice to let you get to know me a little bit more beyond the fact that I'm visually impaired and that I'm a designer. I hope that I will see you in future videos and that you all have a fantastic week. Bye!